And looks like we're off.
Alright, so welcome to... Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying both players electing to pick up the mushroom in 1-1.
Yeah, so far it seems to be a thing of preference, though I imagine it isn't the fastest to pick that up in 1-1.
It's not, but it's easier to execute and it's a little safer as well. I think you may lose a second or two, a couple of seconds by doing it with 1-1 and 1-2 instead of 1-3 and 1-4.
Yeah, I massively prefer picking it up in 1-1. I've seen quite a lot of people do that, but obviously it would be preferable 1-3.
So it looks like both players are going for regular fire strats. And Xein comes out of his duck jump just a little too early and doesn't make it through the wall on the first try.
Okay, pretty good 1-2 for CCD. Pretty standard. So if you've already got Fire Mario by 1-3, there isn't usually very much going on. Pretty easy to get an optimal time.
Yeah, this is 1-3. If you don't have to stop for power-ups, it's pretty much a cruise-through level, typically. 5-3, on the other hand, is a whole different story.
Absolutely.
So it looks like ZZZ will make it to Bowser first. Let's see how both players take care of Bowser. No problem for ZZZ.
Very nice.
And no problem for Xein. ZZZ got it a little faster, but both great job on killing Bowser in World 1.
Yeah, 261 is pretty good.
Looks like Xein is going for the star strats. I've seen quite a few people pick up this star in the tournament so far.
Those 2-2 is where it can start to get interesting, especially if the player has decided that they are not going to be doing any turnbacks. There can be a couple of tricky moments, so we'll see how both of these guys manage this.
Nice threading the needle by ZZZ on the first portion there, and Xein gets a pretty. Ooh, he gets a pretty rough pattern and makes it through. Did he duck jump, or I mean duck swim?
He must have.
I know the hitboxes on the Cheap Cheeps are pretty forgiving, but I feel like he must have, because I haven't seen him shoot any fireballs. We'll see here at the end. He may have done the duck swim. So the duck swim, if you press down and then start swimming off the ground, you will retain the hitbox of Small Mario. So it looks like you can swim through like some of the fish. Because it doesn't recognize the top part of the hitbox.
I don't know, though, duck swim, I don't think I'm going to be able to forgive it anytime soon. Oh, it was so hard to see.
Yeah.
Only in a tournament, though.
Xein got a little bit stair boss there. Otherwise, looked like they didn't have any difficult patterns with 2-3. If you slow down in 2-3, that can get pretty hairy. And no problem for ZZ.
Very nicely done. Very nicely done.
Xein's gonna wait on the elevators there.
Playing it very safe with the fire, that makes sense sometimes. 2-4 as well, it can be a bit difficult to dodge the fireball.
Even though it does waste a little bit of time to wait on the elevators, if you don't duck when you try to do the elevator jump, you're going to end up in the pit. And I've had that happen to me so many times that I'm always a little afraid to do that. I mean, I don't run a lot of fire strats, but when I do, it's a huge pain when that happens. Three-two's not usually a difficult level for the most part. Most of it you jump over the enemy. The stairs at the end can be a little tricky if you have to jump between the Goombas and the stairs. In my opinion, anyway.
Yeah, it actually has tripped me up a couple of times as well, and I wasn't sure if it was because I was bad or if it was just a bit awkward. But yeah, it is a bit awkward.
I actually have a little bit of a tendency just to pull back just a little bit before I hit the stairs.
Yeah, good way of dealing with it. And just as we're mentioning there, Xein actually hit that last Goomba and then bonked on the stairs. So yeah, with the exception of 1-2 for Xein, this has been very, very close. Very little divergence, really.
Let's see how much ZZ wants to. He's gonna wait.
Yeah, I think that was a very sensible decision. You'll also notice that ZZZ is often using the plat.
Oh, and Xein short jumps the pit.
That's unfortunate. Well, it's still been pretty good so far, so hopefully that doesn't throw Xein off.
Now he's gonna have to wait on the bars here. Oh, and he kind of short jumps that one too and takes another hit. Oh, he recognized that just in time. He almost challenged forward jumping Bowser. So when Bowser enters the screen, if you're running full speed, if he's jumping forward, you can just continue and run under him. And Xein just barely recognized that in time to get back under him.
That was well reacted.
And ZZZ taking bottom route. Xein finishing up 4-1. There's not really a lot to say about 4-1. It's generally regarded as the easiest level in the game. Yeah. So good 4-2 for ZZZ. So it looks like Xein's about roughly a level behind at this point.
Which, considering a death and being against one of the best runners, I think is pretty good.
So it looks like he's going to take the top route. Whoop! Has a little trouble on the stairs there. In a higher pressure situation such as this, like doing the stairs properly is a bigger challenge than one would think it would be. And ZZZ takes care of Bowser with no issue. Fire strats on 4-4 Bowser is pretty tough because you've got the Podoboo and the fire bar like right behind you, and then if Bowser jumps forward, it also makes it pretty difficult as well. He gets pretty narrow in there, and I see a lot of players take a hit to that. I've seen some players just, even with fire strats, just be like, okay, I'm not even dealing with this, just hit the axe.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I've seen a lot of good runners just opt to go on without it, and it's an interesting decision. It's something I might consider in the future as well.
Okay, and he just waits on the bar instead of ducking under it, which is, that's fine. And, yeah, there's on is like, yeah, I'm not dealing with this, we'll just keep the fire and keep going. So, World 5 for both players. And
Very nice 5 too.
ZZZ had to...
a little bit down to dodge fireworks.
He must have, I feel like he must have had a little hesitation somewhere earlier in the level.
At the very start.
Okay.
The launcher.
Yeah, that would make sense. The world record for this category is 19 minutes, 2 seconds, and I don't remember the milliseconds, but it's 1902.
And that was achieved this side of the tournament, right? A couple of weeks ago, I think, right?
Yeah, it's been like a week ago, I think. Yeah, Cosmic.
Didn't realize it was that recently.
Yeah, Cosmic's... Watch 5-4 here. ZZZ hesitates a little bit to hopefully get a good firebar pattern. Does. And Xein... did he end up in the pit? I didn't catch that.
He did. Now, I'm just blown away by that 5-4 by ZZZ. It's a very interesting way of approaching it. I'm not sure if it's because I don't watch hundreds of these runs, but that seemed very, very good.
It was a solid 5-4.
Like, he seemed to bonk on the firebar block, set him up properly for the Puda boost. I'm not sure if that was intentional, but it seemed to work out very well.
Six 6-1 is not. Let's watch 5-3 for Xein here. If he gets. Not too bad. The patterns weren't that bad to him.
Nice.
6-2 is a fun level to watch players go through. It looks like ZZZ is just cruising through this level.
Absolutely beautiful. Very nice.
Meanwhile, Xein is having to wait on the fire bars. Waits on it. Well, he pretty much has to wait on the elevator at that point. Getting a little close there, but makes it through unscathed.
That was pretty nice, considering. This is really good pace. I'm just gonna say that.
Yeah, he hasn't. ZZZ hasn't had any significant setbacks or anything up to this point that I've noticed. So 6-4. Oh,
nicely.
Has to wait on that fire bar. He had to wait on these others. Here's Laggy Bowser. Gets through it pretty quickly.
Yep.
Xein is having a little trouble going here on 6-2. There we go. Okay. Six two is a really daunting level for people who aren't used to running through this level. And he picks up the star.
Shot that fireball a little early.
And I guess ZZZ got hit by a hammer?
No, Piranha Plant.
Oh, okay.
On the second pipe, or well, it would be the last pipe, I guess, from the end. But he shot it a little bit early.
Oh, okay. Oh, come on. Okay.
I'd say for certain this is still very solid 19 pace. I'd be surprised if it wasn't.
Yeah, it definitely is at this point. So ZZZ takes another hit in 7-2. So he's going to be finishing the level small. So he will be. He won't have fire going into World 8 because the only power up left in the world is in 7-3, and there's only one.
Yeah, I was just going to mention we might not even see ZZZ bother to get fire again. He might even pass up this mushroom 7-3. I'm not really sure how he'll think about it.
Yeah, he could. I'm not sure what he would typically take in this situation. Xein finishing up 6-4.
I personally would pass it up because 7-4 isn't really that challenging, and once you get to World 8, you should know how to do it at Small Mario. But that's just my personal take on it.
I feel like he's gonna pick it up. I guess probably for the hit insurance, I suppose. Aside from that, I mean, yeah, you would have to take it a little slower, but well, I mean, to an extent, you'll probably have to take it a little slower. Well, you don't have to, but I don't know if I would see him going for a 200 on 8-1 with just Big Mario. He might, though.
Be very impressive if he does.
Into the water level for Xein. Let's see how he makes it through there. Will he do the duck swim? Yes, he does. I'm pretty sure he got it. And he takes a hit from Bowser.
Yeah, it did look like he started running quite late there.
Yeah, Xein did do the duck swim because his head has been like in the middle of these cheeps. So yeah, he did it.
Yep.
Okay, he didn't clip into the wall, so that's also good. So ZZZ not going all out for 8-1. It looks like he may be trying to go for a 195. If you play really well, you can get a 197 without doing any of the pipe jumps. So we'll see what he gets here. He will get... he got a 197. Very nice. Without doing the pipe jumps on 8-1, that's pretty much about the best you can do on that level. And CZZ picks up the safety shroom on 8-2. That's good to have for 8-3. That's usually why players pick that up, is for 8-3, it's not for 8-2. Oh, and he doesn't hesitate for the Koopa at the end and goes on through. He gets a 6 though. But nice job on the Koopa there at the end. And Xein takes it risky and jumps through the Bowser's hammers. And looks like ZZZ's going to pick up fire here.
Very interesting. Definitely makes sense as a way of hopefully securing no death in 8-3.
Yeah.
And it looks like it paid off.
See how much Xein wants to get. He's not going to do the pipe jumps. And Xein had to hesitate a little bit to avoid the 6 on the timer. And
Nice.
ZZ gets the nice wall jump.
Nice, it's really good to see that.
Oh, did he go far enough? Oh, he did. Okay.
Close. Oh,
I guess it must be. I guess the stream must be cropped a little more than I thought, because for me it didn't look like he made it or went far enough, but obviously he did. So
I really thought he didn't. Well,
and looks like ZZZ is finished.
Very nice.
Another sub 20 time. Congrats to ZZZ for a very strong Very strong race.
Okay, getting a 19 in a race is a pretty big achievement, so very well done. I think Xein has also done very well here. So it's a shame he didn't have more of an opportunity against, you know, whenever someone's pulling off a 19, there's very little you can do unless you're going to be doing the same.
I think Xein's probably on a pace for something in the 22s.
Yeah, I would have thought. I'm not sure if we'll get an opportunity to speak to DCC, but I imagine Xein will join us afterwards for a couple of words. I'll just check though.
Watching Xein go through, we'll see if he gets the wall jump, and yes he does. So both players got the wall jump. Oh, and he takes a hit from the Cheep Cheep. He jumped a little short of the pipe. I don't know if he's been having any input issues with his controller, but he's short jumped a few things during this run. It could just be nerves too. And hopefully he'll finish up here. Makes him past the Potaboo and waits on Bowser. And looks like he's done.
GG. Oh, and the sub 20 as well.
21 to 44.
That could have been close to PB, and I'm pretty sure it wasn't, but that's a pretty good run. Congrats to Xein, and of course to TZC for the sub 20. Just amazing. Just checking with the guys now, they might join us. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about that double wall jump type there is.
Yeah.
I mean, that wall jump seems such a standard thing to do, but it's still, for me, it's still a pretty exciting thing to see.
So I think Xein is going to join us for post-race commentary review,
yeah,
whatever you want to call it. So looking at the bracket, it looks like for round 3 of the winners bracket, ZZZ is going to face Amniac. Both have really good Warpless time, so that should be an interesting race.
Yeah, that's going to be a pretty mighty battle.
And then Xein will go on to face that match 45. 45.
Stray
So Xein will face the winner of Cujo and Straveris, which is later today.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Even though Stray doesn't really have a PB for Warpless, Stray actually managed to make a couple of upsets in SMW. Just someone who's very, very talented and is just willing to put in the time. So I wouldn't say that race is a given. But Cujo would be the favorite, of course.
Let me pull Xein in here.
Yep.
Hello.
Yo, welcome.
Hello.
GG. So yeah, there isn't very much you can do whenever your opponent pulls off a 19, but I thought you did really well there. Especially just considering the deaths, and I think that was a pretty good performance.
Well, I had a lot of deaths, like in 5-2. Like, I pressed A too early and then I fell down into the pit.
Yeah.
Like in other levels. Happened a lot in this one, like 3 times, I think.
Yeah, I noticed you short jumped several places during the run. I didn't know if you were having issues with your controller or if it was just nerves or...
I'm assuming you're on console, right?
Yeah, I'm on the console.
Yeah. I mean, did you have any nerves during that?
Yeah. I was
I mean,
nervous.
that's the thing. It is quite easy to be nervous. you would think, oh, it's a bit of fun, and it is for fun, but you still very much feel that pressure of, oh, all these people are watching me. Hopefully, I'm not going to look like an idiot, but it's usually unfair on yourself to think that way.
It's pretty much that way for everyone. Like everyone gets really nervous for these tournament races. Like I have a ton of experience racing in this game, and I still get pretty nervous when I do these tournament races and so forth. So it's something you learn to mitigate over time, but it never completely goes away.
Yeah, I suppose you've just got to commit yourself to riding the emotions and just deal with it. Trying to make yourself less nervous is not something that actually works. But yeah, I imagine ZZC is just going to pass up and joining, but I'm just blown away. It was really, really well done.
Yeah, he said in the SRL that he said he's okay.
Yeah.
So
have you looked at the bracket sign? Do you know who you'll be up against next?
No, I don't know that.
So that will be the winner of Kuju and Strayvaris. You've definitely a pretty good chance there. I'm not sure just how much work Kuju's been putting in, also for Stray. But both very talented runners of their games. Okay, so I think our next race will be in a couple of hours. I think we've got some time to wait for the next one.
Let's see.
Oh yeah.
Pull up. Yeah, let me pull
3
up
p.m. EST as it stands.
Yeah, the next one's at 3 p.m. Eastern time. That one will be Twitch Name versus Southern Pretzel, and that one will be on my SMB1 community channel. Speed Gaming was all booked up for that time slot, so I'll be restreaming that on my channel.
That worked.
Yeah, it's been pretty interesting watching you do the Game Genie stuff.
I just warped forward like a couple blocks. It's weird.
Strange. Yeah, I think we've about 4 or 5 races still to go today, right? So, Josh Keys versus Scratch Dragon, that'll be at 5 p.m. EST. That'll be on the main Speed Gaming channel. And then, as we were talking about earlier, we've got Kuju versus Strayvaris, and that will be at 7 p.m. EST. So, winner of that will be playing Xein, so should be interesting to see that one.
Yep. And I did the command for the bracket and the schedule for those of you who want to see what else is coming up today. I'll actually probably try to hop on a little bit and actually put what channel they're going to be restreamed on in the calendar. But so we have still a lot of Mario left today. We have 4 more matches today, so still plenty to go.
Yep. So I think that's it pretty much. This has been a pretty good stream, good race. Yeah. A lot. Sorry, I'm just so distracted by the Game Genie stuff. Pretty cool.
Maru. Who is Maru?
Alright guys, so yeah, if you have anything you want to say, Xein, I would be a pretty good chance. Otherwise...
Game Genie codes are fun.
I agree, I need to get myself Game Genie.
Bowser throwing out Bowsers.
Oh.
These codes,
right,
man.
Yeah. Well, that's it for me at least anyway. Thanks for having me again. Massive shout outs to Rip for all of the hard work, and of course Fiesel for just the entire Speed Gaming network. It's absolutely mind blowing how professional it is. So just keep doing whatever you're doing. It's very impressive. But yeah, thanks, Rip.
Yep. So I guess I'm going to wrap it up here. Make sure you guys follow the runners. Well, there's both the runners and the commentators and so forth. But feel free to give the runners a follow. They're both good players, and they will still be continuing on in the tournament. But so, like I said, we've got 4 more races coming up today. You can check the schedule for when those are going to happen. But I guess that is it for me, and I guess I'll sign off here and hope you guys enjoyed watching, and we'll see you around for the next tournament race.